Good morning from Idaho Falls. I'm Val of Vala's Vintage and Vine, and today we're going to work on our Coastal Keepsakes folio. It's a smaller folio from my boho folio. It's just going to fold a couple of times like that. I do have special instructions in there that you're going to print 3 and 4 as double-sided. So the instructions will be in your kit, but just make sure you do that so you're not cutting out extra pieces like I did with the boho. That was fine, it worked out, but then I just, got to thinking double-sided might be easier. Now sometimes I'll do the extra pieces just because it makes it a little bit thicker and a little stronger, but because this is smaller, I don't think it needs to be as strong. So we're going to start off with this piece. I've already got everything scored. It's all shaded, cut out. Now I did glue one of these pockets together. I glued all these pockets together, and then I figured I should maybe take one apart so I can show you how these work. But so these cute little corner pockets, they're the little half circle pockets. They come in 2 pieces like this on your sheet. I chose these because they kind of reminded me of a sailboat sail. So that's why I went with this style. But so how this works is you've got the flap here, the bottom flap. You're going to put some glue there. Don't glue this one yet. So you're going to glue this. Put some glue on that. I'll show you how these go together. And then this just slides on the bottom. You're going to glue that to the bottom and just kind of line up your edges. You don't want to go over your seam or it won't fold correctly. Okay, and then once you've got that glued to the bottom tab, then you can glue up this side. I had started to put this together this morning, and it just wasn't working out the way that I wanted it to, so I had to go back to the drawing board. Had some engineering issues, but I got it all figured out, and I think it's going to work up really cute. So don't mind my pieces. I saved like my pockets. I didn't want to reprint them and cut them all out and shade them and score them all over again. So I just took them out of the other book, so they look a little rough. Yours will look brand new, as it should. So anyway, that's how the pockets work, okay? So I've got these pieces here that I want to use, and what I did to cover the white is I just took some of the color that I used for my shading, and I colored the pieces that are going to be showing. So we're going to start with these 2 here. So you're going to put these in first, and you can see here you've got your 2 scored lines. We're going to come in just a little bit from those lines. So I'm going to go this side first. So I want to put the glue on this side of the paper. And I'm going to, and your pockets will probably be a little different because I changed the design. You don't need as many. So I just took a bunch off. So I just came in just a little bit from that scored line there. And then take your bottom one that's going to go below it. So I'm going to match colors on each side. And we're going to put that one in place. Line it up about the same spot. And this one you can go a little closer to the bottom. I kept the other one just a little below the top because the tags and stuff are going to be stuck in it. Okay. So once you get those in place, then you're going to take these pockets here, and we're going to do 2. So let's see, I want something a little different here. And they're going to go, so you're not going to glue them down yet. You're just going to kind of fit them. So I think I want them about like that. Then the second one's going to go over the top, so it's going to make kind of a double pocket, okay? So once you just lay those in place, then you're going to slide this guy, which should be about the same distance in from your seam, but just to make sure. Okay. So yep, it's just barely inside that seam. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue it down. Put these back in place here so I can kind of get an idea. Just pull them up. And then just press your pocket down. Oops. Try not to move your pages like I do. Okay. And now you can glue these guys down. So you just do on 3 sides. And I'm going to come down right level with the little sails. I should have done the top one first. That's okay. I'll get it in there. Do the top one first. Don't do as I do. And then we're going to slide that one in right there like that. I got a little bit too much glue in that corner. I knew it was going to seep out there. Clean that up. Okay, so just give those a good press down. So you've got a double pocket, and then you've got your 2 side pockets. I really like how this is going to work. It's a better design than what I had originally planned. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with this one. Let's see, so it's going to go this way. So as I said, mine kind of look terrible because I refused to cut out more pockets. So I just kind of took them out of the book. Wrong side, Val. Good grief. It's a Monday. I think it's a Monday. It's definitely a Monday. Just making a mess. I'm going to use a different one here. So my bottom ones aren't going to match, but that's okay. Let's see, do I have another blue one? I'm just going to go with the plaid. I want to cover the yellow side so that it'll blend in with my tags. And you should be able to just line this up with the other one and they should fit because everything else was lined up. Oh, and it moved on me. Let's see how these are going to fit. That's good. I'm happy with that. Top first. Actually, I think it works better to do the bottom because then I can get the bottom lined up and then get the top underneath. You do it whatever's easiest for you. And let's do this one. What else do I have here? Let's do this one. Once you have everything all cut out, these they go together so quick. I'm just going to lift that up and slide that right down where it's even with the other. All right, so that's how those pieces are that's how they go together. So I'm just gonna keep pressing them until they kind of, a couple of those pieces just kind of curled up on me because I pulled them out of the other book. Okay, and then once you're done with those, you're gonna have a long wood piece. And what I did is I took one of my driftwood pieces, I took a little bit of lace, and I put that over the top, and I put a little driftwood piece on it. And trim these edges a little bit of the lace. And then this piece is going to go over on this side. And I'm going to do it so it's facing in. My bottom's curled up because I pulled it out of the other book. Okay. So again, 3 sides because it is a pocket. And it's going to go right along this edge. And I'm going to bring it in just a little bit so it's not right on the edge. Press that down really good. So you can decorate your pocket however you want. If you don't want to put anything on it, don't. That's just fine. I just like to dress my stuff up. You have these little, in the ephemeras, you have some little teeny tiny sayings. There was one that said ocean, something that I used earlier and I couldn't save it. So, but there's some cute little pieces. That's what I like the little pieces for. You know, they're kind of a pain to cut out, but they just add so much detail when you're doing something like this. It just makes it a lot of fun. Okay, so now you've got all your pockets in place. So now you can start adding stuff to them. Now, if you want to decorate each one of these, you've got some small pieces that you can add. You can add in place. I think I like that. So I'm going to add just a few little pieces. So mine doesn't look so rough from tearing it apart. Put that there. And then let's see, I've got, that's cute. Maybe this piece on this side, or we just go this way. That looks cute. I like that. So if we just go the opposite way, now you want to make sure your plants are going the right direction. So, or do we want to do the green? Kind of offset? Let's do that. That looks cute. That's why my kits have so much stuff in them. I know it's overwhelming when you print them off and you see everything that's in them. Now I downsized this a little bit, as I said, because it's a smaller folio than what I had originally planned. Now you can use something like that as a pocket. I could have just glued 3 sides and stuck a little one of these guys in there. If I wanted, if you want to do that, that would be really cute. Maybe I'll do that on the bottom one. But anyway, that's why I add so much stuff, because I want you to have choices. Then you can make your folio, you know, the way that you want it. Okay, so I think I want to do something on the outside of these too. And I do like the idea of the little pocket. Let's see if these are going to be too big. You know what? That would actually work if you wanted to do that. And I think I'm going to. No, I mean, you could cut it, maybe cut it and do it, but it's just a little big. So let's go back to these guys. And I want to have some pieces for my bottom ones too. So I'm just kind of lost here a little bit because I used a bunch of pieces in my other book. So, but as you can see, you know, you've got stuff that you can use. I think I need a green one on this. So I think we'll do that. I'm just going to put this here. And maybe we'll put this up a little higher. Then you can take one of your little sayings. This says sand and sun, and you can stick that right in the center. Like that, just give it a little layering. And let's do something on this side. So maybe I want to do this and this, or maybe just this. I think we'll just put that tag there. I'm never just happy with plain anything. I got to keep adding to stuff. So we're going to put that in the corner. Okay, let's move down here and put this on. Now you have this lace piece. You could cut that off. I'm just going to do like a little half circle going up to where it meets there. Let's see how that worked. That works good. My dog's waiting to be fed. He's waiting patiently for me at the top of the stairs. Okay, put that there, and then we can do this on top or right in the middle. I think we need something smaller. Let's go with this over to one corner. Maybe this corner, or maybe in the middle. We'll put it in the middle. I'm all about the bling. I call this the bling when you add all the little extras. Get the glue from my fingers. Kind of a sloppy gluer. Okay. All right, so we've got that one done. Let's put one of these. Let's put the little sailboat. Oh, see, I think I want the sailboat on that side. No, it kind of gets lost. Let's put it over here. And I think I'm going to put it down in the corner, like a little stamp, and we'll put the little tag on there on this other side. Little piece of my dog there. Okay, and then let's add, we'll put the summer right there. So again, you're going to have a lot of choices. Okay, so I've got everything glued into place. So now you can just start stuffing the pockets. Now I've got some cutouts, some fussy cuts that I think are really fun. But what I kind of imagined for this, where the closure is going to be, I kind of wanted to put maybe this guy. I like that there. So I'm going to save this because this is going to go on the front. So so I've got all my tags all ready to go. So you can choose your tags. We've got the large cards. You've got the smaller cards. Let's see. Here's some more tags. I did do a bookmark for this book. So I would stick it in the bottom here. And then you can just kind of dress up around that at the bottom when you get to that point. But so right now we're gonna do, I'm gonna just stick some of these postcards in here. Those are a little hard to get in because I had glued those before. And we'll just stick a couple of things in these here pockets. And then these side pockets, you can probably get, I think the big cards will fit if you wanted to add a big card in there. I think I like the littler cards better. Put the little cards in there. Like that. And we'll put a couple on this side. This really turned out to be a cute little folio. Even when it didn't go as planned, it still turned out pretty cute. Fun little gift for somebody. You can add, you know, you can put gift cards in them. I will be doing designs for Christmas. I think these will be really fun for Christmas. Okay, so let's see. So down here we can add some of these bigger cards here. Put this one behind. Kind of spread them out. Add some tags that have some bling. And maybe put the oyster shell in there. That's kind of fun. The bottle is kind of fun in there. Let's see. We're going to do a card down here. And let's put the other seahorse in this one here, like that. So I've got the two seahorses in the center. You do it your way. I'm just kind of just stashing stuff in here. You do it the way you want to do yours. And where's my big bookmark? And that can go behind there. Stick some more tags in these. Guys, there's a lot of room for a lot of stuff. So it's just up to you how much you want to put in it. Some people like less, some people like more. I'm probably just going to add a couple more things here, and these can go in the bullpen for another project on another day. Let's see, let's do this one. There, so we've got some different color there. All right. So as you can see, it's a pretty simple little folio, but they work up fairly quick. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get out our little Velcro dot here, and I use Velcro on these. And what I like to do is I take the top, I find the top, and I stick it to the bottom before I put it on. So then you don't have to line them up. So just stick them together and then just pull the bottom one off so they're already stuck together. And then stick it where you're going to want it. And then you're going to fold these pockets in first, and then fold these over the top. And then you're going to fold this. And then close it where you want it, and then just give it a good press. Sometimes you got to stick your fingers in there so you can press it really good so that they stick. And then I'm going to glue my conch there on the I'm gonna glue that on the front, and it's finished, you guys. See, they just work up so quick. They're intimidating because of all the pieces that you've got to cut out. So I'm only gonna glue this top part here. So be very careful where you add your glue so you're not getting it down on the other part. So just really want to pay attention to that. I think that's lined up pretty good right there. And you can open it back up and adjust. I think that's good. I think that worked out really good. You can close it. And there you have it. So you've got your Coastal Keepsakes folio kit. I hope you enjoyed this session today. Thank you for joining, and I have more coming up. Look forward to seeing you again. Bye now.